Can you hear us?
Interesting.
We're live, GM. Can you all hear us okay? This is the question at the moment. So if you're in our chat, please let us know if you hear us at this moment so we can tell if this is actually coming through.
Happy 300.
Happy 300.
In all of our lore, we've done a few in-person episodes, and they've all gone
They hear us.
swimmingly well.
They hear us. Every single one has been, I would call a disaster. So, we'll see how this one goes because we tend to not do the in-person ones well. We're going to, let me just do a quick retweet, recast, make sure everybody knows we are live. Let me see if okay, I hear us. We're good. We're good on Twitter. This is so exciting for us, and thank you for joining us for our 300th episode. This is going to be a lot of fun. Whoops, 309th? No, 300th. So we're really excited to have you all here. We do have a live studio audience. They're over there. We're going to wave to them. We've got JC, Kyle Patrick, and Ivan, and the dude. He does abide, and he is here, and he actually is going to be our guest on Monday as well. So very excited about that. But we're going to get the show started. We got a couple little fun things for you, and then we will be back on the other side of our intro in just a moment. But first, this.
Live from New York, it's GM Farcaster!
Woo! Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, NounishProf and Adrienne, for another episode of GM Farcaster. This episode of GM Farcaster is powered by Clanker. Each Monday, we'll bring you the latest news from the Clanker team and highlight the builders innovating with Clanker and Farcaster. Visit clanker.world to launch your token and check out all the new features that Clanker V4 has to offer. Thank you, Clanker, for sponsoring GM Farcaster. We always love to have a studio on. It's GM Farcaster. It is Friday, October 17th, and you are here with NounishProf and Adrienne live from New York. It's GM Farcaster for our 300th episode of this crazy news show that we do 3 times a week. We are bringing you this episode from the lower lobby of a Fairfield Inn. Because all of our other options just didn't work out. So, but behind us, I did post a picture of this and it's really cool. It's this like really amazing piece of art that's all made from floppy disks. For the youngins in the audience, floppy disks are what we used to use before, IPFS existed. So there you go. So Adrienne, how you doing?
Hi, good morning.
How you doing this morning?
Oh my goodness.
We've had a busy couple days.
Yeah, I had a few last night, so
just a smidge. It was a fun night, and we're going to talk about Aptos experience in just a moment. But first, let's dive into a few things. We've got a few things we've got to do here. We've got a little bit of news, and hopefully, I found my. Wait a minute, where is the? I redid the custom layouts because we have a different setup today. So this from Adrienne. I love the 300. Yes, we are the Spartans here. Love that. That was hilarious. We also oops, let me share this tab instead. We're celebrating our 300th episode today. We couldn't have made it without the support of some very special brands that have partnered with us at some point over the past 2 years. Clanker, Octant, Pinata, Snickerdoodle, Base, Nouns, Matcha, Lil Nouns, Cattown, Dynamic, Bolide, EV Mavericks, Burr Friends, The Creators, Aptos, Degen, Ponder, Bracky, and Purple. So thank you all. We appreciate you so much. Can't even express. how much it means to have you all here. And special thanks to Clanker, who is our current spotlight partner. And we're just really excited to have them on board. This was really funny. So if you missed this the other day, we're now working with Push to do some really fun clips, and this was
comfortable on a live stream.
Another thing we're going to be doing, but the
Adrienne,
bees
come
aren't
in.
quite-
I'm going to jump in and just say you are the best guest we've ever had, and we can tell that you are comfortable on a live stream.
Oh, say less.
Like Prof and I can just sit back and like I'm like, oh my god.
Hold on.
you-
I have to say, you're at Dan level.
What did he say?
But yeah, I mean, you got to give Dan.
You had my curiosity.
Dan, honestly, I have to say, is
No,
still the
she
best
said it
guest we have.
already. I topped in.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Okay, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hopefully you guys all heard that because it's so funny. I can't see the chat right now is the problem. Can you jump into the chat on
I'm on it.
YouTube?
I'm on it
Can you
for
get on
chat.
that? Can you get on
I'll
that?
say hi to the chatters.
Say hi to the chatters because I can't. They're covered up at the moment while we're doing this. So that was so fun. Thank you, Push, and we're excited to be working with Push on the regular going forward. Going to be a lot of fun. So thanks, Push. And moving on, we have this from JC. We have been at Aptos Experience. This is my scarf that I'm rocking right here. We've been there all week. This is why we're in New York, and it has been a blast. Learned so much. Did not know really a lot about Aptos besides what I've learned during our poker games and a little bit, but really getting to know the full experience of the whole community is amazing. I was like, what is that? It's Adrienne. I was like, what is that noise? So it's been really fun getting to know like what they're working on and some of the things that were like really interesting. All the stuff that NBC Universal is doing with them, and I posted about that. But this is from JC, and it kind of lays out. She curated a whole bunch of different casts from folks who are here. So if you want to kind of see all the things that were happening there, go check that out in the Aptos Club channel. It was amazing. So let me just read this real quick from JC. Day one of Aptos Experience in the books, heading to our Barclays invitational event at the home of the Brooklyn Nets, but not without dropping some of the casts I've seen from our amazing Farcaster community. Huge thanks to all 37 of you for showing up. My heart is full. And it goes without saying, but for anyone who doesn't know, Boy Meets World is a legend, and she is. And she was just amazing. Thank you for inviting us to learn more about Aptos. It's been a lot of fun. What was your favorite thing for the past, well, we've been here in New York?
I don't have one single thing. The whole experience.
The whole experience.
You have lipstick in your
Of
on
course
your
I do.
booth if you
Fantastic.
want.
Love it. Perfect. It's perfect. Love it.
It's just been such a good week. And when I was talking to Boy Meets World last night, I'm saying I just felt like really good job.
A little closer. Just want to make sure they can hear you.
Really good job. Just in terms of, I'd say like just educating.
Yeah.
In terms of like, what is Aptos? What is Shelby? Like what are they working on? It was really like enjoyable. Like it was just like the whole activation and kind of event setup was like nice and chill. Parties were fun. And
The Mentalist was wild.
that was crazy.
We had a mentalist who
was
came
good.
up to us and did this whole thing, and they kind of slid Aptos in there in the middle of it too, and it was really just very cool. So I feel like it's been so fun.
How do you, I want to know how you pronounce JC wrong?
Yeah, how do you pronounce GC?
Aptos, we've been, I think it's
Oh,
actually
he's been
Aptos.
pronouncing it as Sparks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, same,
Well, that's
same,
correct.
same person. Yeah, amazing. Okay, moving back to, I cannot find my what is going on with my thing here? Everything's so funky. Sorry, hold on. Just trying to find a good.
Oh, offline. Did you deliver stickers to us yesterday? I think we got them, and
Why can't I get back to my setting? I don't know. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, there we go. We're having issues. I'm telling you, it's happens every time we try to do something live. This from Brad Q. This is our rewards leaderboard results. We're going to get into a little bit of Farcaster news today. I think we have three new first timers. This is from Brad Q. First timers in the top 3. Marriage pays on Farcaster as Matthew B proves a number one following this now proven use case for OC rewards, led recently by Siege and Greywash with top 10s during their engagement week. Trumpty has certainly found her place here as an artist and supported Farcaster at number 2, and Shaw makes magic slips into the number 3 spot, who has been cracking me up. We were just talking about you last night in the Uber. You're cracking us up. So it's really good to see you in the top 3. Summer season continues with Chase Summer becoming a regular at the top and number 4 and Madison Summer at 25, solidifying the household double income. It's funny. Another first time top tenor with Liam Boss vibing his way to number 6. Down leaderboard, I see a likely highest finish for Tiny Reboot at number 17. Meme coveted 69 to TLDR. Congratulations, TLDR. That's the one you want to go for. His second time and the only 2-time winner I can remember. I recall him calling for a commemorative NFT the first time. Can devs do something? It's amazing that there are first-time rewards winners every week posting, and excited to keep watching and celebrating with them. So thank you, Brad Q, for always bringing us this little roundup of the rewards. We appreciate it. And then this was really interesting. For those who didn't see this the other day, there was a opportunity to do a deposit bonus where you would earn 10% up to 10% on what you deposit, up to $500 you would earn for the next 10 weeks. And it's full. So they crossed the 2-week goal in less than 24 hours. We're pausing new enrollment. This is for B. For bonuses at 3 p.m. Pacific, October 14th. If you deposited before 3 p.m. Pacific, you're still eligible for rewards. Thank you all for trusting Farcaster with your funds. We hope to bring back a version of deposit bonuses soon. If you're new, we hope you'll stick around and keep swapping in our wallet and hanging out with our community. So I had some in there, but also I had very little because I use my USDC in my wallet.
Yeah, it doesn't hang out long.
No, does not last long. I use it on stuff. So like I buy stuff with crypto all the time. So I missed out on this, but congrats to those who made it in. You'll be earning 10% on your USDC over the next couple months. I meant to put this with the rewards. JC4P, the people who are in the top 10 rewards in the last 4 weeks. Oops, share this tab. In the last 4 weeks, estimated dollars per post, minimum $1.19 per post, maximum 28.57 per post. Mean is 7.78 per post, and median is 7.22. I don't know any other social network where you can even make $1 per post, to be honest. What a gift. So this is some great data from JC4P. So thank you for that. And this from Dan Romero, 100K DAO in Farcaster app yesterday. Was that the first time we've hit that? I don't think so. Have we hit it before?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Ask Warpy. I feel like we have.
Have we?
I feel like it's possible. Anyone remember it? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. And then there was a question about the dashboard too, the Dune dashboard, and a note about that. So this from Linda, for those checking Farcaster Network Dune dashboards, please note those metrics don't include non-protocol actions taken on individual client, e.g. using wallet and Farcaster app, which is our team's big push recently. So a few things that may not show up there. So just be aware of that. But if this was the first time, oops, I think I forgot to actually show this one. I'm doing this a little differently so I can get audio, and I keep forgetting to switch to the cast. We're a mess today. So make sure that if you're checking the Dune dashboard that you are aware of some of those limitations, and congrats on 100K. This from Linda, this was exciting to see as well. Did an interview with Blockworks about Farcaster and the wallet. A look at Farcaster by the numbers, plus the strategy around its built-in wallet. So you read this. I didn't get a chance yet. I still didn't get a chance. So what were your thoughts on this article?
article is super kind of short. You'll have time to read it.
Okay.
It just nice little scan. I think there was a longer version. Great article, just kind of an overview of Farcaster priorities. Love Linda and love Linda repping Farcaster.
Yeah, totally.
My joke when I saw this was the very first line was Farcaster is not trying to take over crypto Twitter.
No, you're fine.
And proceeded to explain the
how we're
growth
taking over
strategy
crypto Twitter. Yeah.
about crypto.
But
Yeah, it was a positive article.
awesome.
It was great.
So great to see like more people talking about Farcaster, seeing a lot more media about it as well. So thanks to the team for doing the work. And this from B, so actually Lockprey said, I realized BSC meme coins like to have either 2 or 4 character Chinese words. And V's comment, quotecast was, guess who is working on improving token search today? So that's good to know. So improved token search coming soon, apparently, which is great. This is the big exciting news on the timeline this week. This is from Bracky and introducing Bracky Pro. Sound on.
Here's a 3rd and 7. And McCarron goes down the field and it's caught and Breed's in for the touchdown.
We saw it early in the game, and this pass was knocked down, but A.J. Green goes inside. And then brings it back down. What a job on McCarron. Finding it on the backside.
Just as he had done in both meetings in the regular season, Green is in the end zone tonight against the Steelers.
Good job, and also what happened that time, did you see A.J. McCarron was looking to the right, and it wasn't there, then he comes back, now they got to get the...
Go for 2.
Go for 2.
Go for 2 here. Try to up the margin to 3 with 1:50 to play. 4 players shift in the formation. Little toss over the hill. The Steelers are all over it and deny him.
That was dangerous. Could have been a lateral, which it was, and that could have been returned.
Yes, it can.
For a 2-point conversion.
Can you imagine that? Could have flipped this script.
That would have been unbelievable. Quarterback with his look off. 80. Look inside.
So very exciting to see Bracky launch Bracky Pro and Bracky Max. Depending on how much Bracky you're holding, you get different benefits for that. Oops, that was not where I wanted to be. So very exciting. Congratulations, TLDR. I already made sure I deposited my Bracky, which I was holding in my wallet, to the app. So I have the Bracky Pro going. Lots of benefits there. Go check that out. Instant buys, sells an app, super low fees in feed, higher max shares. Congratulations to the team. John, right? It's John, yeah. And Tim. So congrats, guys. This is great. And this was really funny. It's a great point here from Horsefacts. Even if you simply held your little treats airdrop, the very first campaign on Farcaster, you are now up over 3.5x with your Bracky. So this was in response to AROB 1000. It's been a few months since this post, but with Bracky hitting an all-time high today, I figured it was time to resurface it. I've been actively trading on Bracky and have 125 million Bracky in my trading wallet, plus active positions. The $7 airdrop is now worth 21,000, a 3,000x. That's crazy, crazy. So that was what he did by actually using the airdrop. And then if you did nothing, if you just did nothing, you still ended up 3.5x up. That's fantastic on a $7 airdrop. So just holding, you win. That's pretty cool. Last thing in the news, well, this. This is from Eggman. Made us a nice flag for October with image cores. All right. Done bad beat venting now to work. We're still going up. Okay. So that's what's been happening. Oops. I didn't even share that. So that's what's been happening in the markets this past week. It's been a disaster, but you know, we're still optimistic because Farcaster is still fun. And that is it for the news, but we've got a few other things we're going to talk about. So now we can relax a little bit. So that's the news for this week. And then what we want to do now for our 300th episode, we're going to spend a little bit of time just talking about like kind of our journey. And then we're going to do a little lightning round with each other on some questions that we want to share. So are you ready, Adrienne?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, let's just talk about like, how did we get here? Because someone at, I think it was Plants, who said, you guys should do an episode where you kind of tell your origin story, like tell, how did you get here? Because we don't really know. A lot of people don't know because especially those who've come in recently. So just to kind of give you a background, Adrienne and I both jumped on to Farcaster in late 2022. So I was October. I think you were early November. So I'm 4167. What's your FID?
5818.
5818. So we met just kind of on the timeline at first and really didn't like interact all that much, and then met at FarCon.
You had too many noggles.
I had a lot of noggles.
It was like,
It was
there was a
about the
lot of like
noggles.
noun things. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was
don't
there
know
for
what
the
that
nouns.
is.
Yeah, I was there for the
Yeah.
nouns. Mostly my focus at that point was nouns and BuilderDAO. And so like when I was casting on Farcaster, that's usually what I was casting about. So, and just kind of getting to know the folks within the Farcaster ecosystem. And then FarCon happened, the first one, the beta, and that was in Boston. And there were only 70 of us there in this little room in Boston. And BuilderDAO and sponsored, like via Purple, we sponsored FarCon. So we had a panel and this and that. And Adrienne was one of the speakers as well, talking about Senius, which I just loved that talk. So I was like, I got to talk to this woman more because she's just so interesting. And we got to know each other there. And then a couple, like, I don't know, a month or two later, I think I reached out to you and said, hey, I want to do a live stream where I talk about Farcaster. Do you want to just come grab a cup of coffee and hang out for like 20 minutes and talk about Farcaster in the mornings? And
Yes, we all had day jobs back then.
Yeah.
So we had day jobs. So
Yeah.
the pitch
and a
was
full-time job. Yeah.
Yeah, but we enjoyed Farcaster. We just spent a lot of time on the network. So the pitch was, before you start work, you're drinking coffee anyway. Just jump on a Zoom or a Google Meet.
Yeah.
And we'll
Google
stream
Meet.
it. Yeah, we'll stream a Google Meet just talking about what's happening on Farcaster. The time commitment was 21 minutes.
21 minutes.
It's
all she had to do.
Join for 20 minutes, have your coffee. I said yes. That was September of 2023.
Yeah. September 13th specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were doing Google Meet to Unlonely only as the stream. And then the recordings were only on Zora. So that was where we started. And probably about 6 or 7 months later, we started streaming to other platforms. Whenever we moved to StreamYard, I can't remember exactly, but we started to stream to YouTube and Twitter as well. And then the shift to pods after that later on. So yeah, it used to be only 21 minutes, remember? It really was. Those are the days. Links is in the chat. And then we expanded to have interviews.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. Next thing was like a Fridays with Friends and an interview series. Was our first interview Dan? I was trying to remember.
Dan was our first guest.
First guest.
Because that was like December of that first year. And then in January, we started a Friday with Friends. And we're like, we'll just start making this regular. And we were bringing Farcaster founders on. So we had Linda from Bounty Caster.
Yep.
Nonlinear. Nonlinear was
Hypersub.
early. J4CK was an early one.
He wasn't as early. He was a little bit later, but yeah. He was a little bit later. Yasik was like fairly early
Degen.
January. Yep. And then Frames Fridays happened. And then we had Jesse on. And that was like a really big episode. That was a big moment. And it was really just a fun, that was one of my favorite episodes, I think, because it was just so much like hype and excitement, and like it just was a really good moment. And then we went to East Denver in March of 2024, and did our live stream from East Denver. We did the episode 69 from East Denver from the hotel room. It was worse than this, if you can imagine. Quality.
It was really bad.
It's really bad. It's really bad quality. Go back to episode 69 if you don't believe this. It's everywhere. You can still see it. So yeah, and some of you own it. Some of you own it in your wallets. You can go look at it. So we did that, and then we had our first meetup, and it was about 40. I think we had 40 people there, and we did it at Punchbowl Social for December. And the reason we went to that location was because we had 2 people in our chat who wanted karaoke. I'm like, we're doing brunch. They're like, yeah, karaoke brunch. I'm like, okay. And those 2 people were links into Woofy. So we blame them for karaoke brunch, or credit them, either way. And we found a place that did have karaoke rooms and brunch. So that's what we did. Okay, moving the mic. Can you hear a little bit now? Hopefully you can hear better. So we did indulge them with karaoke, and it was awesome. So it was really fun. And then, so that was like a big moment. And then FarCon Venice was a huge moment because we had our 100th episode live at the venue with Dan and Varun as our guests. And it was the first time that they ever did a podcast together.
Yeah.
Was ours. So we're taking that full credit. It's a moment. It's a moment. And then a few other things, then we did a 24-hour 1-year anniversary stream. We did Cast Out. We created Cast Out and started that. We've done 3 seasons. 4th one's coming up soon. Yeah, that was a great interview with them. It was so fun. And they were both wearing, earlier before that, they were wearing purple sparkly jackets, which was hilarious the day before. And we've done, a few other things like Farcaster Fridays with poker and things like that. But it's been such a journey and so much fun that, that's funny. That's where we learned Dan and NounishProf do not like fruit. Yes, because that was the Kiwi question, to which he said, I don't like fruit. And everyone freaked out. That was the thing that everyone took from that interview, was that Dan doesn't eat fruit. And I'm like, and neither do I. So there you go. So funny. Okay. So anything else you want to talk about from like kind of giving the history before we jump to the last thing we're going to do? Anything?
Just a personal reflection. Like when we did our 1-year anniversary a year ago,
Yeah.
it felt like the biggest, was it just 1 year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Lean in a little
it
bit,
felt
yeah.
like just a really big deal that we had done that, like how we just kept, that we'd made it a year. Cause it's still,
huge. It felt huge.
and now at 300 and 2 years, it just doesn't feel that big.
It doesn't. I know. It feels like it's become very much just part of our lives.
Yeah.
It's like just another day. But the first year felt like, oh my God, we couldn't even get there. Prof should have a fruit and veggie tray to celebrate 300. That's hilarious.
DWR lacks fiber. Yes. Everyone's
it
going
does.
to die of scurvy in
Sorry.
this network.
Wait, no fruit at all? Here we go. This is
Like
what they're
no
going to remember from the stream. But I want to just do a quick thank you to, we did a thank you to our sponsors earlier, but I also want to thank our hyper sub all along the way, like over the, I think we've had that for about 1.5 years. So thank everybody who's subscribed at some point. It means a lot, and we really appreciate you, like more than you can possibly know. And our chatters, like who just show up, like some of you show up on the regular, and it's it means a lot. It really does mean a lot to have you in here, interacting with us, getting to know us, and sort of building this special GM Farcaster community. And it just means a lot to have you here. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do a little lightning round. We have questions for each other, and we're going to answer them as well. Like we'll each answer our own questions as well as the other person's question. So I'm going to start with this. What is the most surprising thing over the past 300 episodes for you, or from doing GM Farcaster in general? Like what surprised you?
Honestly, it's like how much I enjoy doing the streams and talking about Farcaster. So I don't like speaking and I don't like being on video and I don't like live streaming. I don't like talking. I like writing. Like I'm very comfortable in a text-based social network writing words. Really am not comfortable doing any of this. Like even I don't
You've been so far out of your comfort zone.
I do not like it. I don't like talking.
funny.
Oh, you enjoy it, Adrienne. Then why the Adrienne face? Anyway, so there's nothing about this that seems logical that I would enjoy this, but I actually do. And it's really, I'd say, a testament to you because I don't actually have to do like you kept your promise, which was like show up with coffee.
Show up with coffee.
Show up with coffee. So obviously I do things in the background
do.
to prep.
Yeah.
But I really do show up with coffee and talk about Farcaster, and you make it really just like fun and easy. And it's like, so
good.
to be able to keep doing it and like, it's been a surprise how much I enjoy it.
That's what I thought you were going to say to that, because we had talked about that before. For me, the thing that surprised me the most is how excited people get when we talk about them. Like when we highlight their cast, when we talk about what the project they're building, like how many times people have like said, "Mom, I'm on TV," like, you know, and just like have this genuine excitement. Because I was nervous that when we were tagging people that we talked about in the pod, that it would get annoying and people wouldn't like it. Yeah. So I was very nervous about that. And to have people like get excited that we mention them or excited that we interview them, like that means like that just, you know, kind of warms my heart. So I love that. Yeah. I really love
Also,
that.
shout out, I'm going to plug the Lore mini app. So
Yes.
lore.gmfarcaster.com, and you can find out if you have ever been talked about on our show.
Yeah.
Actually, not quite. We talk about more people than that. That's if we've ever pulled one of your
If we pulled your
casts.
cast. Yeah. If we pulled your cast. So you can look at you can just search it in the mini apps. It really is like having coffee. Yeah. With coffee with friends in the morning. That's what it's supposed to be. Grab your coffee, hang out with us, and talk about Farcaster. And the reason it was 21 minutes in the beginning was that's the average time it takes for somebody to drink a cup of coffee. So that was why. Adrienne, what's
Okay.
your question?
Okay. Prof, on
Adrienne.
Farcaster, we talk a lot about the URL to IRL pipeline and meeting friends on the internet.
Yeah.
People you might not have known if it weren't for meeting first online. Who was your first internet friend?
Mine does not go back that far. Like,
Same.
I'm gonna say like my first. I asked. It's dating apps. It's honestly dating apps first, and it was probably not even. It was like Match.com or Yahoo Personals or something like that, and then got to know them and got to be friends and or date or whatever. And then Farcaster, honestly, like Nouns before that was probably the first time like Web3 was when I really got to know people like on Twitter, in Discords and things like that, and then meet them in person and then get to actually be like pretty good friends. So it's really been.
I love that everyone who answers that is like video
Some
games.
game, yeah.
We're
not
like
video
dating
games.
apps.
Yeah, dating apps, not video games. Like not video games. What was yours? You have to answer.
I met someone through Twitter. She was organizing a women in tech leadership event in New York. She's like, "Hey, I'm looking to meet other women in tech who are kind of managing people in leadership roles. I want to organize something." So I was like, "Oh, I'll come." The first meetup, there were 3 of us there.
Oh, wow.
It was like 3 people.
Sounds
We met
about
on a
right.
rooftop in New York City. This was the summer of 20 something, 20 something, 21, 20. Anyway. And then a few months later, she onboarded me to Crypto Coven during the pre-sale.
Oh, that's funny.
Because she knew some people who were doing it. And so that was like, she got me my first NFT. That's how, like, so I met her, we became
And then
friendly.
that's how you ended up in
and
Web3.
that's eventually how I
That's wild.
became, yeah.
I don't think I
Anyway,
knew that.
yeah.
I don't think I knew that. All right. Couple more questions. What is your favorite timeline moment?
Oh God.
You want me to answer first?
Yeah.
I'll answer first. It was definitely Frames Friday for me. Like I remember that night, like could not put Farcaster down because people were so excited and we're building things and we're launching them like immediately. And like there was so much all of a sudden this like activity and so fun. And it just felt like a shift. There was like this big shift and it was just, I loved that energy. It happens every once in a while. Other times it's happened when certain things have happened, but it always reminds me of that. So that would be like my favorite timeline moment.
I honestly cannot think of one because I mostly like when the timeline just goes to like an absurd place. You know, like when
Mole.
like
Mole. Wow.
but not even Mole. Like I don't like when it centers around Dan. Like
Okay.
that's too easy. Like I just mean when something like ridiculous like just like the absurdity of something. I can't actually think of any. And I shouldn't even admit this. I didn't love Frames Friday energy
Really? I loved that so much.
because I didn't get it.
Okay.
I was like, this frame, it's like an image that takes a long time to load and there's buttons. Why is everyone freaking out? I don't know. I was just like,
That's
okay.
funny.
It was
I
anyway.
loved it. I thought it was amazing. Okay, go ahead. What's your next question?
Links. I hate frames.
Frames.
Oh, yes, to crypto. We did love the 180 days of meme shaming matcha.
Oh, that too. Yes. Absolutely. Like I was living for that. Like I literally was living for that. So funny. Yeah, so funny. You hated frames. Okay, what's your next question?
I'm still trying to come up with a timeline moment. Okay.
If you think of it.
Anyway, who is your dream guest for GM Farcaster?
Hester Peirce. I've said it so many times. I'm putting it out in the universe. Hester Peirce from the SEC, who is the crypto task force person. I just think I've always I loved her dissents. I love what she's been doing, and I would love to have her on as a guest. Even though she is not that active on Farcaster, I think it would be an opportunity to talk about that aspect. And also I just love her. I just want to talk to her. And then my second one would be Brian Armstrong.
Yes. Okay.
What's yours?
I just saw Ferris Bueller cast that Euler.
Okay.
Ferris Bueller Lagrange cast. I call him Ferris Bueller because it's Euler.
Okay, I follow.
Cast that he's going to be on a panel with her or in DC with her. So we should
cool.
probably, if it's not too late, tell him to put a good word in.
Put a good word in.
I want Balaji on.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yes.
And we've been working on that one.
Mhm.
Like
He'll get
you
on.
have
We'll
been,
get him.
you've been. He said yes, but
Yeah.
then that was it.
I got his.
You got a
card.
yes, but not a calendar. Like not a date.
I got his email. He said send an email, and then that's as far as that
was
went.
as far as it
But
went.
yeah.
Okay. Any regrets?
No.
No. Oh, I do.
Yeah. What do you have?
Oh yeah, like we should have diversified our streaming sooner. I regret how long we were too focused on trying to be on chain first. Like I still think
Mhm.
that's important, but I think it limited our audience too much. So I wish we had moved a little faster to realize that. And that's it. I think that's the only thing that like came to mind. Just needed to make some needed to focus more on distribution.
Right.
I did not put enough emphasis on distribution. And the other thing would be probably that we're not great at selling ourselves. So I regret that we don't do more of that, and we'll
All
change
right.
that soon.
Anyway, if there's any, we could use a BD intern if you're out there. Anyway, no regrets.
Okay.
What's your favorite channel?
My favorite channel, GM Farcaster, and second would be Nouns. I mean, this is like way too easy.
Okay.
It's way too easy. way too simple. Those are the two I probably cast the most to. And Builder.
Hey.
Yeah. But Builder's not like a channel that you get excited about. But yeah, definitely those channels. What else I do cast to the politics channel quite a bit. Like not a lot, but I do enjoy that content. Most of the time it's really good, interesting discussions, not people just throwing mud. So it's a different approach too.
Okay, Links
we're
is saying
seeing.
the best channel is no channel. That's like the example of like timeline
Yeah.
experiences I liked when it's like, all right, someone created a channel called No Channel.
Yeah.
It was
Because they didn't like
yeah.
channels.
I didn't like. Do you remember we were like encouraged strongly to always cast everything in a channel,
Yeah.
right? So it was like
Well, it was
channels,
giving you
and then-
distribution.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then it didn't. So
I don't like that.
yeah, I would like to get the distribution back, please. Thank you. All right. Let's do 2 more questions.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite episode
No,
or episodes? Really?
I mean none that like come to mind. Like none that I can access in my mind. I
Our
honestly
ETH Denver
the first ETH
podcast,
Denver
the first ETH Denver
was-
in the podcast studio
Yeah.
was unhinged hilarity. Like Brian from Unlonely jumping the fence to get in to make it in time because he was like, I mean, it was just like one crazy thing after another, Liquid Death and a Biscuit with Toady. Like it was just really stupid, funny craziness that
Our chatters are so
it was
funny.
unhinged.
I'm
It was
sorry.
unhinged.
Links in yes to crypto. My biggest regret is spending the rewards from running up too early. Okay, that's funny. And yes, this is such an Adrienne line. All episodes are my children, and I love them all equally.
And if I didn't mention your episode, it's not your worth. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I kind of like my other one would be the episode 100, even though the quality of that is crappy. It was
Those
an
are some
incredible
of the more
moment.
memorable ones.
Yeah.
I think also because it's like news, they don't always
Yeah.
stick in my head as
Yeah.
like memorable.
But they're
That's
always-
you heard it here first, guys. Our show is not memorable.
Did I mention that we're not good at selling ourselves?
It's a morning news show. Like, oh.
That's so funny. Okay, another question. Let's do one more each.
I have one not about Farcaster.
Go.
What's the first concert you went to?
Dawkin.
Who's that?
Dawkin, who opened up for Loverboy. Who's
Oh.
that? I can't with her. She is old enough that she should know who Dawkin is. If you know who Dawkin is and you're in the chat, give a shout out. So I went to see Dawkin, but they were opening for Loverboy, and I did end up, we were like in the 12th row. This is at Great Woods in Mansfield, Massachusetts, where I used to go to all my concerts when I was a kid. And then went to, we actually got ourselves up to the front row. So front row with Loverboy. How about you? What was your first concert?
It was Salt and Pepper,
Oh, I saw them in college.
and opened with I think R. Kelly opened for them.
Oh my God.
And Escape.
Mine was Rob Bass. Rob Bass opened for Salt and Pepper when I saw them. There's a really funny John Mulaney bit where he talks about Patrick Stewart being on SNL introducing Salt and Pepper, and he's like, salt and pepper. It's like as if he was surprised that Pepper was there. It was really funny.
I'm just playing Dawkin.
You just oh my God, Dawkin, you kind of, yeah, you don't want to do that right now. Let me direct you to some good ones.
I know.
Breaking the chain.
I
Breaking the
know.
chain would be good.
I know we're not supposed to admit things, but I went for Salt and Pepper, and it was early.
I mean, we didn't know. We've seen a lot of people who we probably shouldn't see. Okay, let me see what else did I want to ask you? Got any favorite chatters? We know the answers to this.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought she was going to say all of you.
No, literally right now, Links and Yes to Crypto are my favorite. They make me laugh. DeWoofy,
Woofy
out.
used to be
Um,
one of my favorite chatters
and-
by far.
And of course, I don't have favorite chatters.
No, of course
I
not.
love
You're all our children.
I actually do love all of them.
I do too.
All, and genuinely, like
Yeah.
I actually don't think I would do this if we were doing a non-live stream recorded show without
Oh yeah,
feedback,
I
like
couldn't
without
do
people
it.
hanging or like
It's not as fun.
yeah.
Like that was I'm asking that question mostly just to give you all, like, I want you to understand that we just love you guys being in the audience and chatting with us, because it just makes for a much richer experience for us. So
Okay.
yeah,
And that we don't want to hear applause from the audience. We want applause for the
For the
audience.
audience.
Symbio.
Yes, so we're gonna-
It is.
I'm gonna give applause to the audience. So thank you guys for being with us, because you make it fun for us and you've helped create a community of people who are amazing.
Burr in the chat saying everybody has a favorite child.
We're not telling. I mean, if I have to pick one favorite chatter, it's going to be Yes to Crypto, just because insane supportive person. Like I can't even begin in terms of like supporting us through our journey and showing up all the time, and just amazing. So if I have to pick one, but I really do. Like you all like bring something to the table, and it's been amazing. Anything else? Do you have any other questions you wanted to ask?
Not lightning round. Is that the end of our?
This is it.
No, we have more. We have announcements. Morning announcements.
Okay,
Can
go
we,
ahead.
Can we
What
talk
else do we
about
have?
Cast Out?
Yes, we
Okay.
can. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. We got to talk about the mini app.
Yes.
So talk about what you've been doing, what you've been building.
Okay, so Cast Out is coming. If you all have our mini app installed, you got my lovely push notification that I know is welcomed and not spam. Even though with information on it. If you want more information, let me know and I will send you the webpage with it. But anyway, Cast Out's coming November 3rd. We are taking, if you want to play and be a contestant, there is still room. Fill out the form. There are a few more spots for sponsors. If you want to sponsor a challenge, if you have a mini app you think would be good for someone to play, let us know. It's going to be super fun. And Lynx, I love you. Okay, this is they're talking about who their favorite host is, and it's me. I love you.
It's the Adrienne page. I know it is.
Okay. My second favorite host is Erica. That's just mean now. Okay. Right.
Lynx, I love you anyway. This is what cracks me up.
Anyway, so Cast Out is coming, so definitely learn about that and play, and it's gonna be super fun. And yes, and I'm building a new mini app just for Cast Out, so that will be coming.
That's one of the pieces of feedback that we've had is it's hard to follow along as like what's happening and what like who's winning, and especially when if we have a bracky component, like it's hard. I don't know if we will this time. Like I don't know if they've gotten too big, but we're gonna try. But it definitely like it's easier we want to make it easier to follow along, and if you're not playing, to be able to participate. So yeah. And we have a few other surprises coming, but that'll be next week because I didn't have time that relate to Cast Out.
Yeah.
So get ready.
And my last reflection on like getting like just the fact that we do a freaking live stream news show about a social network that 37 people use and no one's ever heard of. Although that's changing, is how much fun just Farcaster is. I mean, the reason, like, I'm not a news person. I'm not a journo, despite being accused of one. And it's like, for me, I kind of like mentally identify as engineer, and I and I really like Farcaster because it's created this. There's so much. It's just such a good green field to play, and there's so much surface area to build things. So I've been on this arc using GM Farcaster to start coding again, building our mini apps and the bots. And like, for me, that is the most fulfilling and fun experience.
That's how I keep her here.
It is. It's just like, okay, so I can show up and talk but
it's amazing.
We talk about it, but then there's just so much things to talk about on Farcaster because people are building things. Yeah. It is the most optimistic corner of the internet. I've gone out into the real world and I am sensing a lot of pessimism, a lot of fear, a lot of doom and I think it's some of it warranted, but there's so much unknown about the future's changing so fast, and with AI and like we both have teenagers, and we think about like, well, what does their life look like? And it's scary because you don't know what the future looks like. So finding this corner of the internet of people who are generally optimistic
and excited and
kind of like, I feel really grateful.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
to be here, record and documenting it.
Yeah,
and
creating like a video archive of this whole thing.
We have an archive of. I mean, we have 300 now times 21 minutes.
Plus, like we've got many bonus episodes. Like that doesn't include FarCon. It doesn't include East Denver. It doesn't include.
And can we also talk? We also did. We never even talked about the network. We were also experimenting, and we're still going to do this as we grow, but just like network of shows. So Dillstack had the hub, and Dwoofy with Vibe Check, and so there's just. I'm really happy to have that archive. Like it feels like a good way to contribute and give back to Farcaster.
Yeah,
and kind of so.
And I do have to say, we got to give a shout out to Dan and Maroon for like letting us do this. I mean, well, they didn't stop us. They could have. So I appreciate that as well. And appreciate everyone who shows up, everyone who mints, everybody who is a hyper sub supporter, just everyone who has been part of our journey. Like it's been incredible. And I just appreciate you all. And with that, anything else, Adrienne, before we sign off? Can I show the studio audience? Because GM Farcaster is filmed before a live studio audience. Okay, I'm going to show you. Ready? I had to give them a little okay.
This is where we are.
Oops, this is the crew here who is here right now. We thank you guys for coming out today to join us and be a part of this special day. It reminds me of when we did the one from base camp and we just laughed the whole time because we had chic bangs and
Oh my God,
and
that was
Borrow
it.
Lucid. That
Well,
was
that
probably
was-
one of your favorites.
No.
But
That was my favorite episode.
It was, yeah.
Not one of. And wherever Chic and Borrow Lucid are right now, I need them to know that was my favorite episode. It was hilarious.
We laughed the whole entire time.
It was-
You can see it in our intro. You see a clip of it where we're just in hysterics.
It was absurd.
And she was like shaking behind us, like
was
dancing
incredible.
behind us. It was hilarious. So,
and
and with clank clank.
I just thank
So
you.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Clanker. It's been and thank you, again, Hoan and JC for having us out for Aptos Experience. This has made this 300th episode extra special that we got to do it in person. So hope you enjoyed it, everybody. And we will be back Monday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for our usual shenanigans, and we'll have the dude on to chat about Bribe. So we will see you all then. And until then, bye-bye. Thanks for joining us for this episode of GM Farcaster. And thank you to all our partners and Hypersub supporters bringing this episode to you. Follow the GM Farcaster channel for all the latest updates and add our mini app on Farcaster and the base app. Until next time, bye-bye.